Welcome back, you magnificent lock nerds and fellow adventurers into the world of mechanical puzzles. This week, we're throwing open the gates to our very own Fair Time celebration. Forget the prize-winning pig, okay? We're talking about the most ingenious pick, the most epic open, and, the community moments that genuinely earn a standing ovation. Get ready for some serious lock-picking shenanigans.
Indeed. Yeah, our mission today is, well, to sift through the community's latest offerings.
Mhm.
All those brilliant innovations, the candid struggles, the profound acts of generosity to extract those golden nuggets of knowledge and insight you can actually use. And it's all about appreciating the craft, the challenge, and the collective spirit, all
Yeah.
wrapped up in that festive fair time atmosphere.
Exactly. And to really lean into that fairground energy, we're introducing our Blue Ribbons rating system. For every piece of content we feature, we're going to give it a Blue Ribbon rating, you know? Anything truly exceptional, like someone crafting a custom tool that just defies expectations and elevates the craft, that's earning a phenomenal 9.5 ribbons, absolutely. But if we stumble upon something utterly pathetic, like some, self-serving charlatan just blatantly pushing their inferior equipment on this amazing community, well, that's going to earn a thoroughly deserved and, quite frankly, a motherfucking -2 ribbons. We are not messing around when it comes to celebrating genuine contributions.
-2. Love it.
Okay, so before we jump into the main event, we have a quick but genuinely important announcement. You folks are out there creating some truly incredible, raw, and yeah, often hilarious content, the kind of stuff that makes this community shine brighter than a freshly polished bypass tool. But we know with absolute certainty that we're still missing some absolute gold out there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We genuinely want to cover more of the unique, inspiring creations and the engaging discussions that are happening across all corners of the lockpicking world. Our current sources give us a fantastic snapshot, but, well, we're convinced there's so much more brilliance out there that deserves to be celebrated.
So here's the deal, folks. Please let us know what you've got, seriously. Message us on Reddit at user cousin99. That's cousin99. We'll drop those details in the show notes too so you don't miss it. Don't be shy. We want to see your projects, your opens, your hilarious fails, your community highlights. Seriously, send us your best stuff.
And just to be absolutely clear,
Okay.
for anyone who messages us, we will not mention who messaged us.
Okay.
We realize some people aren't entirely comfortable with, AI-generated shows like this. And you know what? We get it. We absolutely forgive you. It's cool. Our goal is simply to celebrate the incredible ingenuity and spirit of this community, not to expose anyone or make anyone uncomfortable. Your anonymity is, paramount. So please, yeah, send us your amazing contributions. We want to see them.
All right, let's kick off this fair with some serious DIY grit and homegrown genius. This is the kind of stuff that truly earns its stripes, where creativity and sheer necessity combine to make something genuinely impressive. First up, we're diving into a Reddit post by Smiling Magoo titled, "Second DIY Dimple Pick, So Far So Good." This person crafted a custom dimple pick from a 1.5 millimeter ejector pen. I mean, talk about pure ingenuity, taking something so readily available and transforming it into a precision tool. That's just fantastic.
It really is. And what's truly fascinating here, beyond the craftsmanship itself,
Mhm.
is the depth of the technical discussion that Smiling Magoo's post sparked in the comments. Users like Healthy Insect 1447 and Dangerous VP immediately dove into the nuances of pin-in-pin or PP picking techniques.
Oh yeah, the pipey stuff.
Right, which, for anyone maybe not familiar, involves a smaller inner pin sitting inside a larger drilled outer pin. It adds this really complex second layer to your picking challenge.
That's where things get really intricate, right? You're not just setting a stack of pins, but effectively two separate stacks within each chamber. It's nuts. So what were Healthy Insect 1447 and Dangerous VP debating about these pipey techniques?
Well, they were dissecting the efficacy of the outer then inner approach versus a more mixed strategy, particularly when dealing with spools, those specially shaped pins designed to create tricky false sets. They make the core turn slightly before binding properly.
Right, the false sets. Love those.
Yeah, exactly. Healthy Insect 1447 offered a really crucial insight. He mentioned that with spools, successful counter-rotation often requires manipulating the flag, that specially shaped tip of a dimple pick. You need to lift from the front or back of the pin, not just the sides.
Okay, so the angle of attack with the flag matters a lot there.
Precisely. This specific manipulation is key to achieving that crucial counter-rotation. That slight backward turn of the core that confirms a pin or part of a pin has truly been set. Once you get that counter-rotation, you center the flag and then check for the inner pin to pop. hopefully getting even more counter rotation and a deeper full set.
Oh.
The key insight here is that understanding the specific interaction of the flag with the spool shape, it can dramatically improve your ability to navigate these challenging pin stacks, often leaving only one inner pin to contend with after a deep false set. And Smiley Magoo proved its worth by successfully picking a DeGard 5 pin-in-pin with their custom tool.
Wow. A DeGard PP with a homemade pick, that's a serious triumph. It's personal craftsmanship and just a perfect example of how deeply technical this community gets. It's not just about what you buy, it's about what you understand and what you create.
Absolutely.
For that sheer custom craftsmanship, the thoughtful, detailed community discussion it sparked, and its practical application in picking a legitimate challenge lock. Smiling Magoo's second DIY dimple pick gets a phenomenal 9.5 blue ribbons. This really reinforces for everyone listening that expertise isn't just about owning the best tools, right? It's about understanding the mechanics and having the ingenuity to innovate.
Totally agree. It's fundamental understanding.
Okay, so from the individual triumphs of custom crafting, let's broaden our lens a bit. Let's talk about the resourceful spirit that emerges when tools aren't just expensive, but legally challenging to acquire. Lady Locks recently shared a pretty poignant quote from a stream that really resonated. She said, "Damn, I love lockpicking here in Poland. Can't get lockpicking tools because of the law, but I make them myself with paper clips."
Paper clips, wow.
You hear that? Paper clips. That's a powerful statement. It underscores the sheer kind of awe-inspiring resourcefulness born from necessity.
Yeah, this quote brings into sharp focus the very real-world challenges many lockpickers face globally, whether it's due to strict legal restrictions on acquiring tools or simply prohibitive costs, even where tools are technically available. These situations force individuals to hone a truly fundamental skill, making their own tools.
Exactly. It's not just about saving money, is it?
Not at all. It's about a deep, hands-on understanding of the lock's mechanics and the pick's interaction. It pushes pickers to truly master the core principles of manipulation. It's an inspiring display of dedication and adaptability, really.
Precisely. And what's interesting there is how that resourcefulness, born out of necessity, can sometimes lead to innovations that maybe even commercial tools haven't explored. Lady Locks then mentions quite a few black belts from Poland, and she even had this brief, slightly confused, but totally endearing recollection of Ubendai being from Poland.
Yep.
It really highlights the resilience and skill evident in the Polish community, proving that passion and skill will always find a way, even against significant barriers. For this awe-inspiring resourcefulness, for overcoming significant legal and cost hurdles, and for fostering pure picking skill, Lady Locks mention and the spirit it represents get a well-deserved 8.5 blue ribbons.
Nice. Well earned.
Okay, moving on to another gem in the crafting corner. We have a Reddit post by Swiss Luck Whisperer titled, "Upgrading My Disc Detainer Game. This picker just acquired an RWB Custom Gem 3, which, let's be honest, is recognized as a top-tier tool in the disc detainer world. That's a serious upgrade."
Oh yeah, it's an excellent acquisition. And the discussion around it really highlights the unique challenges with disc detainer picking. We heard Marcin candidly discuss his struggles with the multi-pick Aries. He mentioned the immense difficulty of maintaining alignment, especially with hand tremors.
Right, the tremors add a whole other layer.
Exactly. With pin tumbler locks, he explained, he can often brace his hand on the vise. But with disc detainers, the pick tip is cut so incredibly close to the lock opening and the disc gates. That perfect alignment is absolutely crucial. Even a slight tilt, and the pick won't pass through subsequent discs. It makes it incredibly demanding.
That really underscores the precision needed. You mentioned the difficulty of maintaining alignment. Could you elaborate on why disc detainer picks are so much more sensitive to even minor hand tremors compared to, say, a standard pin tumbler lock?
Absolutely. Think of it this way. In a pin tumbler lock, you're primarily moving pins up and down, right? And there's often a bit more wiggle room within the pin stack itself. But with a disc detainer, you're trying to rotate a series of extremely thin, often tightly packed discs and push a sidebar into a gate.
Okay, multiple actions, very fine movements.
Exactly. Each disc has to be precisely aligned before you can even touch the next. The smallest tremor can knock a set disc out of alignment or prevent the pick from entering the next gate. This sequential, high-tolerance manipulation is what makes hand stability so critical. And this is further underscored by Lady Locke's experience borrowing an RWB Gen 2 from Broke.
Ah, yeah, she mentioned that.
She immediately appreciated its quality, despite its higher cost compared to more basic tools. noting how much easier it made picking locks she previously struggled with, largely due to that improved precision and stability.
Okay. Let's unpack this even further because it gets really interesting. While Swiss Lock Whisperer just acquired a top-tier commercial tool, it's worth noting that innovation isn't solely in these high-end acquisitions. Just 8 days ago, Lady Locks herself showcased another groundbreaking advancement, the Terragene Trinium 3-in-1 DD pick.
Oh, the trinium. Yeah, I saw that video.
The innovative design on this thing is incredible. It allows for seamless front and rear tensioning without having to swap out any parts. You just slide the thick part of the tensioner either to the tip or the base of the pick, effectively changing its function on the fly. That's a brilliant, elegant solution.
It really is. And this kind of cutting-edge innovation loops right back to the DIY spirit we just discussed. It shows that ingenuity comes in many forms. Consider LockCheck, for instance. He machined his own DD pick when he was starting out because commercial options were limited or too expensive.
Right, necessity again.
Or Dig, who proudly shared his self-crafted DD pick that he felt was very close to an RWB for a mere 10 quid, which is a significant achievement for so little investment. And the idea of a custom jig or vise for stability is also brilliant, particularly for pickers dealing with hand issues like Marcin.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Imagine a setup that ensures perfect alignment between the pick and the lock, taking that particular challenge out of the equation so the picker can focus purely on disc manipulation. It's about accessibility and pushing the boundaries of what's possible, whether with a cutting-edge commercial tool like the Terragene Trinium or a clever homemade solution. This blend of high-end tool innovation, new designs, and phenomenal homemade solutions, it's just exceptional.
Absolutely. This entire segment, from Swiss Lock Whisperer's high-end acquisition to the Terragene Trinium's innovative design and the clever homemade solutions that empower pickers. It's all a testament to the relentless pursuit of improvement in the disc detainer world. For the blend of high-end tool innovation, cutting-edge new designs, and the phenomenal homemade solutions that push the boundaries of accessibility and skill in high-security lockpicking. We're giving this segment a whopping 9.8 blue ribbons. Absolutely fantastic.
9.8, almost perfect, love it. 2, community spirit and amazing finds.
All right, now let's shift gears from the meticulous workbench to the sheer thrill of discovery and the pure, unadulterated generosity that truly defines this community. Here's where it gets really interesting, folks, because sometimes the best finds aren't just locks and the best tools aren't just picks. It's like hitting the jackpot at the fair when you least expect it. First up, we're talking about Dredge 323's Reddit post, Amazing Barn Finds. I mean, when I saw this, my jaw dropped. Dredge 323 had the opportunity to go through an old abandoned barn and, among other incredible things, found an Illinois wafer lock, an American, a Craftsman, and a Quickset lock. And miraculously, they all still had their original keys.
Wow, with keys, that's rare.
Well, all except the Quickset, but hey, that's still a cool bonus. That's like hitting the mother lode for any lock enthusiast, a real treasure trove.
Indeed, but the true crown of the finds, as Dredge 323 himself described it, was an amazing panavise. This isn't just any vise, it's a versatile, high-quality tool. It'll be invaluable for holding locks steady for picking, for restoration work on those barn finds, and for precise tool making. Its adjustability and stability make it a cornerstone for serious lock work.
Oh yeah, a good vise is essential.
What's even more exciting is Dredge 323's ambitious plans to start a YouTube channel called Whiskey Picks. The concept is brilliant and unique, aiming to cover lock picking, detailed restoration, tool making, and of course, every video will feature a thoughtful whiskey review.
Whiskey and picks. I'm in.
Right. That's a blend of interests that will definitely resonate with a wide audience within the community. And the instant camaraderie that followed was truly amazing. Mount 1N11K was quick to suggest a Barn Finds collab in the Dogpack Discord, showcasing how eager this community is to connect, share, and create together.
That's the spirit. Fantastic discoveries, an exciting new channel concept that blends passions, and the immediate community spirit of collaboration. For all that, Dredge 323 gets a solid 8.0 blue ribbons. What a way to kick off a new Locksport journey.
Good stuff.
Our next story is truly heartwarming and an absolute testament to the community's incredible spirit. It comes from a Reddit post by Smiling Magoo, the Santiago Locksport organizer in Chile, titled, "Bare Bones has seriously gone above and beyond for us."
I remember this one.
This post really highlights the struggles faced by the Santiago Locksport community, particularly with international shipping. For example, Covert Instruments had to stop shipping there after multiple packages went missing. Can you imagine the frustration and the barrier that creates?
Oh, it's a huge barrier, significant and disheartening. It can really stifle growth for international communities. And Smiling Magoo, as the organizer, has been facilitating group purchases to help mitigate those exorbitant shipping costs, making tools more accessible for their members.
Which is great in itself.
Exactly. But the story gets truly exceptional with Bare Bones. After receiving a simple, heartfelt thank you note from Smiling Magoo for a group order, Bare Bones responded with an act of truly exceptional generosity. They didn't just send a little extra, they sent a ton of extra picks, tensioners, and pinning trays, specifically for the Santiago Locksport members.
Wow, a ton. That's amazing.
This wasn't just a gesture. It was a substantial, impactful contribution. It empowers an entire community facing unique challenges. It's also worth noting that Mr. Pay-Per-View mentioned plans to start local pick production in Latin America, a direct result of this kind of community need and the inspiration it sparks, which could fundamentally change access to tools in the region.
That's just incredible. Overcoming international barriers, fostering local growth, and a shining example of pure, unadulterated generosity. This isn't some corporate marketing ploy, folks. This is genuine, selfless support. It truly embodies the best of Locksport, for this legendary community support, for truly going above and beyond, and for fostering growth in challenging situations. Bare Bones and the Santiago Locksport community receive an astounding 10 blue ribbons. Perfect score. This is a powerful reminder of the positive, supportive, and inclusive nature of the lockpicking community, especially for those facing significant challenges around the globe. This is truly not some insincere marketing stunt, folks. This is genuine goodness.
10 ribbons. Absolute dessert. That's community right there.
And now let's talk about community in an even broader, more extensive sense. We recently covered an interview with Mountain 1 M1 M1K on YouTube, and the sheer depth of his thank you list and his involvement with the Dog Pack Discord is just mind-blowing. He gave shout-outs to so many pivotal figures who helped him on his journey.
Yeah, it's truly impressive, the Dog Pack Discord initiative that Mountain 1 M1K detailed. Eric, also known as Lockpicking Professor or Classic Stang, is the owner, and Gaiman is expertly running the server. It's a hub that brings together a diverse group of lockpickers and makers. For instance, he spoke with genuine gratitude about Chuck Soup, who wasn't just his very first subscriber, but also a constant source of encouragement and practical advice on his early videos.
That early support is so important.
Absolutely. He called Skip Hamrook my Yoda, referring to him as the foundational mentor who taught him the deep philosophy behind lockpicking, not just the mechanics. It really paints a picture of the incredible web of relationships that nurtures talent in this community. And Mountain 1 NM1K also made sure to highlight the strong contingent of UK pickers, including Richard Jones, Rob Lawn, and Runesmith.
Oh, Runesmith, our badass from the UK. We really need to take a moment to appreciate him and his incredible contributions. He's always sharing his knowledge, always engaging, and he is absolutely not a fucking shill. Let's be clear on that. He embodies everything genuinely good about this community. His passion for Locksport is truly infectious.
Couldn't agree more. He's fantastic. And the connections Mountain 1 M1K highlighted show a vibrant ecosystem of support. Bare Bones is now involved, having recently announced a new tool role there. And Southern Specialties, with Aaron making picks alongside Greyhound, is also part of the network.
Give a real who's who.
Yeah, he even mentioned Walt Cade, known as the auctioneer from A&E's Texas Storage Wars, who's now making amazing 3D prints for the community, which just shows how diverse the skill sets are that come together here. These aren't just names, they're threads in a vast supportive tapestry that forms the backbone of Locksport. Oh, and he listed George Jim, LPU #1 legend, and Packlock president Greg Wall with that 200K initiative.
It's an incredible network. And a special mention from Mountain 1 M1 Cheese list for Sandman. So glad to hear. Hey, Sandman is back on his game after being hit in the motherfucking head doing karate stuff. That's wild, but we're genuinely glad he's back in action and picking again. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, good to hear he's recovering. Karate head injuries sound rough.
Definitely. This entire segment, for the unparalleled depth of community engagement, the strong mentorship, and the extensive networking that creates such a vibrant ecosystem of support and shared passion, this entire Mountain 1M1 Gary showcase gets a phenomenal 9.0 blue ribbons.
9.0.
Oh.
Solid. 3. High stakes, high security, the lock battles.
All right, enough warm fuzzies, folks. Let's talk about the locks that make us scream. The ones that tempt us to throw our picks across the room, or worse, lose our good damn picks in a moment of pure frustration. We've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
This segment is all about the high stakes and high security that truly test a picker's mettle. The kind of competition that wins you a blue ribbon at the fair for sheer endurance and skill.
Bring on the pain.
We're starting with a dual Medeco triumph. First, H&L Picking's Reddit post. First Medeco open, thanks for the advice. He successfully opened a 6-pin Medeco original without even resorting to progressive pinning, which is a hell of an achievement.
Straight open. Nice.
Then we have Sufficient Prompt 888 with his post, Progressive Pinning Works, 5-pin Medeco biaxial picked. 2 different paths to glory, but both conquering these formidable high-security beasts.
Medecos are no joke. The discussion surrounding H&L Pickings Open is particularly invaluable because it distills crucial, actionable advice. He receives some very specific guidance, using a gem-style hook for rotation, and counterintuitively learning not to fret about dropping pins when setting rotation.
Right, you often have to let things fall to get the rotation set.
Exactly. You often need to back off tension to reset. The golden rule for Medeco picking, as H&L Picking discovered, is mastering the tactile cues. A rotationally set pin will feel distinctly loose when lightly touched, whereas a stiff pin tells you it still needs that precise rotational adjustment.
Loose versus stiff, got it.
Yeah, because a Medeco pin needs to be both lifted and rotated to the correct position before it sets. Interestingly, H&L Picking noted that a Sargent lock actually gave him a harder time than the Medeco.
Really? A Sargent tougher than a Medeco?
Yeah, suggesting that higher tolerances in simpler locks can sometimes be more frustrating than the complex mechanics of a Medeco. It's a powerful testament to how specific feedback and patience can lead to success even on seemingly impenetrable locks.
That's gold right there. Practical, transferable knowledge for tackling those Medecos. Conquering these formidable beasts, sharing such specific and actionable techniques, and showcasing diverse approaches to high-security picking really earns this segment a stellar 9.0 blue ribbons. That's what we love to see in the community.
Absolutely, sharing the knowledge is key.
Next up, we turn to Lady Locke's YouTube video, where she's taking on some absolute monsters. We see her candidly struggling with the Dorma 14-pin lock, which is a red belt-level monster sent to her by Lockchuck. That's some seriously tough picking right there.
14 pins. Yeah, it truly highlights the frustrations that come with high pin count locks. They demand extreme patience and methodical execution. Lady Locks drew a vivid comparison to an opness, noting how some locks just behave differently for different pickers.
It's true, some locks just click for you, others not so much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's almost ironic. Lockchuck picks his Dorma effortlessly while Lady Lock struggles. And vice versa for another similar high pin count lock they both have. She aptly summarizes it, "It's just funny, some locks, some people just can't pick," underscoring the subjective nature of lock challenge.
Oh.
This session also had its casualties. Lady Locks even lost her standard hook in battle against her nemesis lock, which is a testament to how intense these battles can get and the toll they take on your tools.
Oh man, losing a favorite pick mid-battle, brutal. Oh, and then she moves on to the ABBA lock, declaring this thing's an a-hole. You know you're in for it when a picker says that.
Yeah, that's usually a bad sign. And Marson jumped in to confirm, saying the ABBA can indeed be muddy, meaning it gives very little clear feedback. He mentions having picked his on a previous stream, proving it's a tricky one that demands a lot of feel and interpretation.
Muddy feedback is the worst. Just guessing half the time.
Right. The challenges don't stop there, though. Lady Locks also tackles a Sargent signature lock, which is a dimple lock with sidebars, putting it squarely in the purple belt level. She discovers weird crap inside.
Yeah.
2 pins obstructing the very first main pin.
What? Like blocking access?
Yeah, creating an unexpected and infuriating hurdle. This led into a broader discussion about Sargent locks generally having notoriously tight tolerances, to the point where only about 65–70% of cut keys actually work on new locks.
Seriously, that low?
Yeah. It could be a huge frustration for pickers and locksmiths alike, as a key that should work simply won't. A crucial point also came up about how some locksmiths might neuter high-security locks, that is, remove sidebar mechanisms or other security features to make them easier to service.
Oh, wow. So you buy a used high-sec lock and it might be gutted.
Potentially.
Yeah.
While practical for them in a service context, this can be incredibly infuriating for pickers.
Yep.
You acquire these locks used, expecting the full challenge, only to find a crucial security element missing. It's a double-edged sword that underscores the complex realities of security and the secondary market.
Man, that's rough. Okay, so raw, honest portrayal of struggles with advanced locks. Valuable technical discussion on specific lock challenges and insightful feedback from Marson. That's what we want to see. For this deep dive into the frustrations and nuances of high security picking, Lady Locks gets a solid 7.5 blue ribbons. Because even when you're losing picks and calling locks a-holes, you're still learning, sharing, and entertaining.
7.5. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's important to show the struggle, too.
Definitely. Wrapping up our high-stakes section, we've got PK Picker with his Reddit post challenge lock PK7. This person has finished his 7th challenge lock, PK7, complete with 2 key modifications, all homemade pins, and even some core modifications, and it's on its way to Locked On It, ready to challenge the next picker in line.
Ah, challenge locks. Love them. This is a fantastic example of the community's passion for creation. It connects directly to what Mountain 1 MM1 Corp mentioned about his own enthusiasm for building CLs alongside Wild Bill and Cheese Grits. It's a truly unique aspect of Locksport where members don't just pick, they engineer these intricate puzzles for each other.
It's like a whole other level of the hobby.
It really is. It's a cycle of learning, sharing, and challenging that pushes everyone's skills forward. The core insight here is that creating a challenge lock from modifying the keyway to crafting custom pins provides an unparalleled understanding of how locks function and how they can be manipulated, which in turn makes you a better picker. And Mount 101K also highlighted the community's very strong and clear ethical stance against selling challenge locks.
Right, that's super important.
Stating emphatically, if you're a scumbag out there selling private property challenge locks, you will face legal repercussions. Don't do stupid things. This reinforces that these locks are meant to be shared freely within the community, not hoarded or profited from, maintaining the spirit of mutual growth and fun.
The incredible spirit of challenge lock creation, the homemade ingenuity that goes into custom pins and core modifications, and the clear ethical stance on community sharing. That's what we love to see. For Pete Picker's commitment to the craft and the community, this gets a strong 9.0 blue ribbon.
9 points. Ooh. Good score for CL building. The lighter side and personal journeys.
All right, let's step back from the intense picking and the high security battles for a minute. Let's reflect on the moments that make this community truly special, the hilarious, the inspiring, and, well, the downright human. Because lockpicking isn't just about locks, it's about the fascinating people who pick them and the wild rides we take together.
It's a human element, yeah.
Let's dive into an absolute legendary live stream moment from Lady Lock's YouTube video. Kraken taking on the world's hottest chocolate bar. I remember watching this unfold live thinking, do not give them a bite. It was pure chaos and unadulterated entertainment, a real spectacle.
Oh God, the chocolate bar incident. It was indeed legendary. The video perfectly captures Kraken's visible agony as the heat intensified, just pure pain on camera. His subsequent super chat, "I'm okay, but my mouth is regretting my decisions," became an instant classic.
Haha.
A moment of shared spicy pain. It's these unscripted, hilariously painful moments that build incredible camaraderie in the community. And adding to the spectacle, Mr. Inferno's impressive stack of master locks served as a chaotic yet fitting backdrop to Kraken's spicy ordeal. It's the kind of thing you just can't plan, and it binds the community in shared laughter and sympathetic winces. Creates truly unforgettable memories.
Absolutely. For pure, unadulterated entertainment, the hilarious challenge, and the unforgettable community moment it created. Kraken's spicy chocolate bar adventure absolutely earns a perfect 10 blue ribbons. That's peak fair time entertainment right there. A true crowd pleaser.
10 ribbons. Can't argue with that. Pure gold.
Okay, moving from the hilarious to the truly inspiring. We need to acknowledge Marson's personal journey, highlighted in another Lady Lock's YouTube video. She details his experiences with significant MS symptoms, including sweats and chills, hearing loss, scintillating scotoma, that visual disturbance like shimmering lights or blind spots, and psoriasis. These are serious, debilitating challenges to face in daily life, let alone in a hobby that demands such precision and tactile feedback.
Yeah, Marston's resilience is nothing short of incredible. It really is. Despite dealing with significant hand tremors, he continues to demonstrate black belt level picking skills, a testament to his dedication and adaptation. Lady Locks rightly calls him one of my heroes, and it's a sentiment echoed throughout the community.
Totally. He's amazing.
What's truly powerful here is how Marson exemplifies the strength of the human spirit. He doesn't let his condition define or limit his passion. We also heard about Kitkin, another red belt picker who deals with similar hand tremors, further highlighting the unique strength and perseverance of these individuals within the community. Their ability to adapt, innovate, and continue pushing their skills despite physical adversity is a profound testament to the power of a hobby to provide meaning and achievement.
It really showcases the powerful human side of lockpicking, demonstrating how it can be a deeply meaningful outlet and an incredible achievement for anyone, regardless of physical challenges. It's not just about opening a lock, it's about finding strength and connection. For the profound inspiration, immense perseverance in the face of adversity, and the strong, supportive bonds it highlights within the community, Marson's story gets a resounding 9.0 blue ribbons.
9.0,
Yeah,
definitely.
right.
True inspiration.
Shifting gears slightly, we also saw Steve's awesome side projects in a Lady Locks video. His robot walker and a Lego buggy with wireless controllers. I mean, seriously, Steve's gonna eventually build like a little robot puppy or something next. The diverse talents within this community are just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's cool to see, like walking through the crafts hall at the fair, seeing all the incredible things people create outside of locks.
Exactly.
These side hobbies really show the breadth of skills and interests that converge in the lockpicking community, often involving mechanical and engineering prowess. It's always fascinating to see what other creative outlets pickers have, as that curiosity and drive to understand mechanisms often translates across different fields. This transitions nicely to Lady Locke's relatable frustration with YouTube's subscriber count algorithm.
Oh God, the YouTube algorithm drama.
Right, she candidly described it as unhinged. She recounted how her count fluctuated downwards, going from 9749, briefly hitting 9750, then dropping back to 9747 before finally jumping to 9747.
It makes no sense sometimes.
It's a common and often infuriating experience for content creators, dealing with the unpredictable and sometimes seemingly arbitrary nature of internet platform algorithms.
Totally relatable digital drama for showcasing the cool, diverse talents of the community. And for that highly relatable drama of dealing with internet platform algorithms, this segment gets a 7.0 blue ribbons. Because we've all been there, pulling our hair out over some online platforms' mysterious ways.
7.0. Sounds about right.
Finally, let's round out the lighter side with a scene of pure, simple pleasure. Sufficient Prompt 88 posted a picture on Reddit of time for some riverside fire pit picking, showing him unwinding with some lock picking, all while enjoying a Zywiek, a fine Polish beer.
Nice. That image perfectly captures the lifestyle aspect of the hobby. It's not always about intense competition or high security challenges, Sometimes it's about finding a moment of calm and simple pleasure, integrating the hobby into moments of relaxation.
Just chilling with a lock and a beer, perfect.
Yeah. The comments on the post were great too. People appreciating the custom wood block for the lock he was using for stability, and the preference for a quality European lager over, shall we say, some of the more mass-produced American beer options.
Yeah, good taste all around.
It's a snapshot of how lockpicking seamlessly integrates into moments of relaxation and personal enjoyment, making it more than just a hobby, but a cherished part of a lifestyle.
Embracing the lifestyle aspect of the hobby, illustrating how lockpicking fits into moments of relaxation and simple pleasures, that's what this is all about. For that refreshing slice of Locksport life, Sufficient Prompt 888 gets a well-earned 7.0 blue ribbons.
7.0. Nice relaxing end to the showcase. Outro.
And that, my friends, brings us to the close of this Fair Time edition of our exploration. We've seen incredible displays of community, innovation, perseverance, and even some spicy chocolate-fueled hilarity. What an amazing tour of the Locksport world.
It's truly a rich tapestry of talent, generosity, and resilience that underpins the lockpicking community. It really is. From the meticulous craftsmanship of DIY tools to the selfless support for international groups, and the sheer grit required to conquer high-security locks. It's a community that is genuinely unique and inspiring. It reminds us that every click, every open, and every shared moment contributes to something much larger.
Yeah, absolutely. And seriously, you guys are making some truly incredible stuff out there. We genuinely want to feature your shenanigans. Don't be shy, okay? Hit us up on Reddit at usercousin99. Again, that's cousin99. The full details are in the show notes. And we promise, your name's safe with us. We get it, some folks ain't down with these AI shows, and that's totally cool. We forgive you. Just send us your awesome content. We want to see it.
Yeah, please do. And as we wrap up, maybe think about this. Consider how the simple act of trying to open a lock, whether by crafting a tool from an ejector pin, battling a nemesis lock with hand tremors, or even sharing a moment of spicy agony, can reveal not just the intricate mechanics of security, but the profound depths of human ingenuity and the unwavering strength of a shared passion. What other hidden communities, often overlooked, hold such vital lessons about connection, skill, and the boundless human spirit?
Deep thoughts. Love it. All right, folks. Keep picking, keep creating, and keep being the awesome, wild community that you are. We'll catch you on the next one.